We're starting the morning off slow on our little homestead, getting our house together, taking care of the animals outside, and easing into our day. Today I'm sharing a cozy winter thrift haul, a seasonal items that I've picked up over the weekend that I can't wait to share with you, along with some simple decorating to make our home feel warm as we shift from fall into winter. Come hang out with me as I putter around the house, style a few of my thrifted finds, and get things feeling a little bit more cozy for the winter season approaching. Okay, so I thought I would sit down and I would go over all of what are you wanting? What do you want? Alright, you go take a nap. Oh, why don't you go take a nap? Oh, now we got them all in here. All right, the dogs are settled, the cat is settled. Let's dive into going over all of these goodies. I'm gonna try to do it quickly, but sometimes I like to talk a lot. So I'm really fortunate that we have a lot of really good thrift stores in the area, but they don't open up till Wednesday, and I always get the thrifting bug on the weekends. So if I do go out on the weekends, I go to Goodwill on Sunday because everything, their new color of the week is half off, and then everything that apparel wise that was last week's color goes down to $1, like apparel wise, like clothing and things like that. And I typically can find a really good deal on some of the half off items because it's fresh, it hasn't been picked over yet, and that's what I did yesterday. I have some Christmas related things in here and some that are not. I will do a big Christmas thrifting haul probably in another week or so when I do all my Christmas decorating, which I think I'm probably one of the only creators that do not have all my Christmas decorations up. Today I plan on doing some winter, but a lot of my Christmas decorations are out in the barn. If you don't know, we have a little flower farm here in Michigan, and during Christmas or right before Christmas we do a Christmas wreath workshop. We do 2 of them, and I decorate our barn and I decorate our greenhouse, and so a lot of our decorations are out there, so I'm waiting for those to get done, and then I'll bring them in here and I'll decorate, and of course I'll bring you along with me. But let's dive in. So today's half off color, or yesterday's half off color, was blue, and I got a pretty good amount of blue stuff. We'll start here. This is actually a Christmas decoration. It is so cute. It is a wax melter where you put the tea light in here so you don't plug it in, and it lights up with the Santa's reindeer, and it's the most perfect color green. This is my favorite color green. I have accents of this throughout my house and in my kitchen, so I think this will be perfect. I'm a sucker for baskets. My kids make fun of me for pillows and baskets. And of course I picked up another basket. Oh, I know everybody always wants to know prices. So Goodwill is not normally very great priced, but the local one to me is not too bad. This was half off, being $1.99. It was originally $2.99. This was also another half off item, I'm throwing it at you guys. $1.99, and like I said, I'm a sucker for baskets. I think they add that texture to almost any like vignette. I love being able to use, I thought this would be perfect for like putting silverware in. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I love baskets. I think they're functional and they're beautiful. So I put like my chicken eggs in baskets. I just love it. Speaking of baskets, I think these were 99 cents. These are a bunch of tiny little baskets, and the vision I have for this is making a cute little Christmas garland with these baskets. How adorable. And they were, I think, 99 cents. Another Christmas item I found, this was not half off, it was $3.99, was this little burlap Christmas tree. It needs to be fluffed up a little bit, but what I loved about it is it has battery powered lights that actually work. And I thought this would be perfect maybe on top of our hutch in our bedroom. I'm not quite sure, but we'll style this in a few minutes. All right, what else did I get? This was easily one of my favorite finds. Look look at these shoes. Oh my gosh, so they need to be cleaned up a little bit. They're suede. I don't know the brand. Let's see if we can find it. Well, it's made in China, so it is literally so. But they are so cute. They feel like really good quality. I love the color of these, as you can tell. They need to be cleaned up, but I envision like leggings, maybe this type of sweater, which this is something I also got yesterday too. I have like a whole little theme yesterday. You should have seen my card. I'll put in a little video here. But everything was like on theme, and it was like these soft colors with accents of red. I'm envisioning this like with leggings, a cozy sweater, just perfect. These were not on sale. They were $8.99, a little bit more expensive than I would have paid, but I fell in love with these and I knew immediately somebody would snatch them up. So next thing I got, these were 99 cents, just some little bells for Christmas decor, and I have been eyeing one of these for a while. This was, I'm not sure what was $2.99, what tag fell off, but this was $4.99. It was not on sale, and it's an 8-cup glass measuring jar, or measuring pitcher. That's the word I'm looking for. And I absolutely love it. I've been looking for something like this for a while. It's just one of those things that if you keep a running list of what you're looking for before you buy new, head to the thrift store. You never know what you're gonna find. Okay, so next bag that I have. Okay, ugh. I'm really excited for these. First, these both were $2.99, half off. I got some ribbon for our wreath making workshop. And then I have been wanting to do a gallery wall in this room. I want to do some really pretty gold picture frames. So I got a good start. These were all not on sale, but they were $2.99 a piece. And I got 4 of them. And I thought they were all very cute, very, I don't know, very just, they go together very well. I'm gonna put out a little layout of what I'm thinking. Okay, what's next? I think that's everything on this side. This I'm gonna save for our Christmas haul video. It did not come out of my finds yesterday, but it's a good one. Okay. Oh, I went back and forth on this. So again, this wasn't on sale. This was $3.99. I thought this was so cute. I actually don't know if it works or not. I haven't even tried. Oh, it does work. Okay, so it does work. But I wasn't thrilled with this color blue. If it was a little bit more of a dusty blue, so I think I'm gonna rub and buff it. But how cute is that? It has a tag on whatever, like maybe antique or thrift store or boutique, and it was $20. But I think that is just so cute, and I love how vintage looking it looks. Okay, so this probably isn't that exciting of a find. It's not home decor related, but I got a humidifier for winter. It looks like maybe it was used once or twice. My son, he gets really bad bloody noses in the wintertime specifically, and so I thought this would really help him keep everything nice and moist up there. And I know some people hate the word moist, so I apologize. Next thing I got, I have been wanting for a long time. Again, things that you just put on your list and you try to find secondhand. It's these cutie little candle lights that you can put on a Christmas tree. I don't love the color. They're very stark white, so I think I'm gonna try to age them with some rub and buff, but they're so pretty. So I'm gonna put those on our Christmas tree hopefully this year. Well, one of them. We're getting close to the end. I spent, just completely honest with you and transparent, I spent about $100. I think it was like $92. It also was double point weekend, so if you know, Goodwill has like a point system and you can get $5 off. So I probably spent my thrifting budget for the entire month, but I got some great deals. Look at this beautiful thing. So this is from the Farmhouse collection with Rachel Ashwell. I've actually don't know where this is sold at. It feels like Target, but I don't know. I love it. It is a table runner. It is the perfect color. It's like that soft white and that very like muted red. This is a type of red I love to decorate. I don't like your very bright reds. I like the softer, more delicate ones. I'm obsessed with this. All right, so this was something my husband was just like, are you gonna really buy that? He was looking at this over in the, oh, and how much did I spend on that? I'm sorry, guys. $7.99. So he was looking at this over in the bedding and he's like, what is this? He was trying to figure it out. Well, somebody had just probably not even pulled it out. It was $5.99. And what they are these little old, I call them little old lady sweaters because it is definitely something my grandparents would have worn. Are you playing in the sack? What are you doing? There were 2 of these Christmas winter jackets in there. They're a little bit oversized, and that's why I love them. How cute are these? Okay, so imagine leggings and these with some of the boot, like these boots. I love them. They were both tucked. Look at the little detail. I'm 39. I am almost 40, so I feel like I can lean into my grandma era, even though I'm nowhere near close to being a grandma. But I absolutely adore these. I don't know. They're so cute. I will probably get teased big time by my kids, but I don't care. I think that's it. No, there's one more thing. I got these beautiful crystal dishes. I have some very, very similar plates and little bowls that will go with this very, very well. I'm gonna use this on our hot cocoa bar to put like the little candies and treats in, but also perfect for Thanksgiving and holiday meals. I think that's it. All right, so let's go style some of this stuff. Forgot one thing. So, these are not thrifted. Next door to our Goodwill, we have a store called Ollie's, and it's like discounted things. If you have like a Big Lots, I think Big Lots went out of business. It is very similar to Big Lots. It's called Ollie's. I'm not sure if it's just a Michigan thing or not, but I got this garland. It's a little bit sparse, but it is the real feel, and I didn't mind the sparseness to it because it was only $14. And I just thought I really liked the back of it, so I thought it would be really pretty on top of my cabinets or my shelf. So I picked up 2 of those too. Also, save your Goodwill bags or any of these big bags you get while you're Christmas shopping this year, because a frugal tip, if you are a thrifty person like I am, which is why you're probably watching this, is these double-edged trash bags, especially when you run out and you forget to buy them.
Before I start decorating, I love to get the house smelling amazing with a simmer pot. I'm slicing up some oranges, a few for our simmer pot today and some to dry for natural winter decor. You'll see later on when I start making our little garland. For my simmer pots, I just use whatever I have on hand. Usually it's a few oranges, maybe even some apples and cranberries, and then some spices. I like cinnamon, whole cloves, and star anise.
was playing with the idea of like going full out for Christmas before Thanksgiving, but I don't think I'm going to. One, like I said, a lot of our Christmas decorations are out in the barn. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of gently approach Christmas decorations and fall decorations together. So kind of like how nature does it, you know, the leaves start turning to those beautiful yellows and orange and then softly give away, and then it's just pine. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to keep all like the red toned things packed away, other than maybe a few like dishcloths and things like that I'm using. I put a little tree up in my bedroom. I think I'm going to get the Christmas tree. I'm going to put it up, but I'm not going to decorate it. I'm just going to keep everything kind of like really what it looks like outside. So we still have a lot of dried flowers like this hanging on if they hadn't trimmed them. So I'm going to keep the dried flowers out. I'm keeping the pumpkins out. I'm keeping the yellow tones out, and I'm softly like approaching like adding in the pine and greenery and garland. And then I think after Thanksgiving, I'm going to start styling with more of that red Christmas holly color, and then just like kind of just naturally approach it. It's a little bit different than what other people do. I feel like Christmas comes like right after Halloween now, and I just really like to immerse myself in each season. And right now we're at that pivotal point where fall is giving away to winter. We've already had our first snow. I'm not quite ready for like Christmas constantly like sugar cookies and all of that yet, but I'm getting closer. So I feel like this just gives like this natural approach, and not everything has to be done at once. So let's go get the Christmas tree and put this away.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us out in our little country cottage. As we move from fall into winter, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow along. I'll be sharing everything that brings us joy living out here in the country, like cozy cooking, homemaking, gardening, homesteading, and just about real everyday country life that makes this place feel like home. And I hope to share that journey along with you. Have a wonderful week ahead.